Welcome back to the Cypress workshop number 3. So today's plan, fix errors in Cypress config, and rewrite page objects to TypeScript and Cucumber implementation. So let's start from the resolving errors in Cypress config. We can see here in this import that we have some problems with Cypress Cucumber preprocessor that cannot find the module. And I have prepared notes and I have found solution how to fix it. I'm going to this link and we can see on the official documentation about this error, and they recommend us to copy this code to the tsconfig.json. So I have prepared that, save it. And we can see that we have some problem here. So I will recommend you to comment it this code. Save it. And after that we can see another problem. It's with another import. And for another import we can to rewrite this import by this code, save it, and we can see that we don't have any errors with Cypress config. And I will provide you these notes in Notion. So let's rewrite our code for page objects from JavaScript to TypeScript. First of all, necessary to add return types to the locator methods, for example, username input, password input, login button. Each method returns a Cypress chainable jQuery, where is specific type of the HTML element. For example, it can be for us HTML input element, or for login button, it's just HTML element. So let's copy from my notes this return types. And for login button, just HTML element. So after we need to rewrite our methods. First of all, we need to add void keyword for open methods. So it means that open method in our base page class void indicates that this method doesn't return any value. So after we need to rewrite our login method. Here we need to specify what type of the parameter is here. For example, username it's a string and password the same, it's string for us. And also doesn't return any value. And we need to add for login method void word. So save it. And the same for register page. I just copy this code, prepared code here in my notes, and just check that register button is HTML element, first name input it's input, last name input it's inputs, and here we have a registration button, and I need to just specify that it's HTML element. And the same for methods, that's its register method have a email of the string type, and password parameter also is a string, and also doesn't return any value. And we need to write here void. So and that's it here, and we have a rewrite code from the Cypress to TypeScript. For Cucumber implementation, we already installed preprocessors for Cucumber, preprocessor for sbuild. We already import these plugins to Cypress config. And we forget to add this code for Cypress Cucumber preprocessor to package.json. So let's add it, save it. So for Cypress implementation, I have opened Cypress Cucumber preprocessor documentation in GitHub, and I just create login.feature file and copy this code from here, and I edit this code based on Parabank website for login test. It can be, for example, feature name Parabank workshop, scenario login test, and for given I open Parabank website, I enter login and password, for example, to inputs, and then as a result I should see a search bar. It's not correct. I should see correct URL. Save it. And for login test here, I just add new method, check URL after login. Let's check it in page object in base page, and we can see here that I added this method, check URL after login, with a void, that because it's not doesn't return any value, and this code just checking URL that this URL should include / in overview. It means that this user is logging. So based on nodes in Notion, I have created the file login feature with this code or text. After that, I need to create new folder step definitions where we can take this text and behind this text write the logic code. So let's create the step definitions folder. After that, I need to create new file login.ts typescript, and I just copy the code from here, from the official documentation, Cucumber preprocessor, copy, paste it here, and edit imports here that we want to import given when then from this plugin Cucumber preprocessor. After I can say that take this given, this sentence from this file, and just write the logic behind this sentence, that you need to visit this website, but we have another website. We can reuse our methods from page object. I will navigate to the base page. I would like to use this open method we already used in another test. For using base page open method, I need to import base page from page object, and I need to create const base page. Just copy this code, import and this const to step definitions. So we have it, and now here I can write base page, and Cypress offer us available methods. So for example, open method. So let's just test it. That is work. I can comment these sentences, save it here, and just let's test it. That is work correctly. Open terminal. open the Cypress. Let's check that we have correctly configured, installed, or necessary plugins for Cucumber. So open Cypress and let's check that we can see login feature. So we are not able to see login feature. Let's check why. I see here that we wrote here Cypress Cucumber preprocessor, step definitions. So, okay. Let's write here that we want to change spec pattern for visibility for Cypress, that Cypress can see not only TypeScript files, but feature files, for example, only features. Save it and let's check. So great, we can see login.feature file, open it, and it should be open our login test. Login and login test. I don't understand why it can't see login here. So it's correct, but I'm not understand why login here is running login test. Maybe we have a mistake here. Let's check it. Let's comment it. Or delete this code. Yep. So we have a mistake in step definitions in package.json. So we can see that Cucumber is working. We can see given and this text. I open Powerbank website, and behind this text we have the logic that it should be opened our website, Powerbank website, and we can continue write next logic for the next sentence for the when. Let's go to the login to step definitions. So change the text for the when keyword, change the logic here. We have prepared logic here. We need to use login method. So let's call base page and use login method. We need to add here parameters. We can find it here. It's already prepared test. Just necessary to copy it. And save it. Just see that it is working. Yeah, great. And last step, it's just check that I should see correct URL, that user is login in his bank account. So for that we need to go to step definitions. We can see then I should see a search bar. It's not correct. We need to go to the feature file, copy this text, paste it here. It's correct, and we need to change logic here behind this text. I should see correct URL. We have prepared this logic in login test. We need just copy this code, copy it, paste it, save it, and just see that it is working correctly. I see here a mistake. The username and password cannot be verified. Okay, let's check this email, this password, and click on this button. So let's try to run another test, this login test, and verify that this simple login Cypress test is working. So we want set spec pattern for visibility not only feature files in Cypress, but we would like to see TypeScript and feature files. For that we need to set spec pattern this way for seeing feature files and TypeScript files. Let's check it. And just I want to understand that if I run simple login test, Cypress test, if it doesn't work, it means that this website is not stable, have some deploy, some problems, bugs. Yeah, it's bugs. So it means that our feature file is correct, and after some time, after some hours, it's starting working, and this test will be green and pass. So regarding Cucumber, on this lesson we try to implement Cucumber. For that we installed these plugins. We add this code for step definitions. We create login feature file. For this login feature file we need step definitions. We create folder, we create login.ts, this logic, we add this logic for feature file, and it is working. So great job everyone. Let's recap what we have covered in lesson number 3. I would like to highlight the content that we went through: fix errors in Cypress config, we rewrite page object from JavaScript to TypeScript, and we set up Cucumber. Thank you for the watching. Stay tuned for lesson 4, and bye bye.